Well, hello. Welcome to Pop and Heat, episode 38. I'm Kier.
And I'm Leash, and welcome to your new favorite wrestling podcast.
Welcome back, everybody.
Hi. How you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Good.
Yeah.
This is going to be our season finale.
Yeah. And we're 2 weeks for 2 weeks. 2 for 2.
Yeah,
Since we started back.
That's right. Yeah. We're on fire.
We have a positive streak going.
Yeah. For those who don't know, we were gone for about 2 months due to a little medical leave for Leash. But we are back and we're loving it. Good to be back in the mix with the wrestling community.
Yeah, we're excited. We're excited, and we're excited to be. I feel like it gives us a little more thrill watching the shows to know we're going to be doing this afterwards.
Yeah, well, that's it. We have to be more invested for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, here we are for our season finale, episode 38. So not a bad first season.
Yep.
We are on the eve of New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
This episode will probably come to you on New Year's Eve. Potentially New Year's Day, depending on how many things get in our way tomorrow.
We're going to try. We're going to try, folks.
But yeah, so tell them what we have in store for this episode.
Today. Okay, so we are going to recap Friday Night SmackDown from December 26th and Monday Night Raw from December 29th. And then we'll also do our regular segments of Top of the Pop, Hottest of the Heat, and The Social.
All right. Sounds like fun.
Yeah, let's kick into it.
Let's go.
All right, Friday Night SmackDown, December 26th, 2025. We open with, well, The Miz backstage complaining. And then we hit the ring and we've got Joe Hendry.
Joe Hendry with an unrecognizable entourage. I mean, he's got these women dancing behind him. They were unchoreographed. Yeah. I mean, if you weren't paying attention to the background dancers for Joe Hendry's promo,
go back and watch it.
You need to go back and watch. Like, what were they doing there? We don't know who they were. There was no sing-along because they didn't know what was going on with the words. There was no choreographed dancing. Yeah. They weren't even good dancers doing separate dances.
There was no dress rehearsal for this.
A disheveled mess behind Joe Hendry.
Yeah.
But it made for some comedy. And I guess that's the idea.
Yeah, I thought I don't know if that part of it was on purpose. It definitely added to it, but I was paying more attention to him, and then I just heard you go, who are these dancers and what are they doing?
It was bad.
Yeah.
Real bad.
And then you had Otis out there. What was he in, like a Santa suit or something?
Yeah. And Tozawa in the elf costume.
Yeah.
Just being like super funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Joe Hendry, like, out of the gate showing what, his superpower is. That's bringing the laughter.
I mean, he's great. I do like it. I like the comedy. And we were saying when we were watching this, his kind of musical gimmick that he has is something that nobody else on the main roster has right now. You compared it to John Cena when he was doing the freestyle stuff. So I like that. I like he has this thing that nobody else really does, and he's been doing really well at it. So it was entertaining.
I mean, The Rock kind of does the acoustic guitar parody stuff here and there.
Not the same.
That Elias guy was doing the guitar stuff for a bit too. So, I mean, it's not like it's never been done, but there's a void right now.
Yeah,
for sure.
Nobody current doing that.
And I mean, he got the Miz all excited.
Yeah, they went into a Miracle on 34th Street fight
so
after
funny.
that. Yeah, lots of holiday antics. There was, Christmas tree weapons. I was like just anxiety ridden over this Christmas tree.
You were. Yeah.
There's a lot of sharp parts on the Christmas tree, and the Christmas tree stand is metal with like barbs. I'm just like, this is so dangerous.
Well, and the stand, the Miz did get dropped on that on his ass, and he had a cut on his ass.
Yeah, he had a big cut on his butt cheek. Yeah. So I was really scared, but anyway, they survived it, I guess. Hendry got the win. Joe Hendry got the win on that.
Yeah, so, I mean, Miz putting over Joe Hendry out of the gate like that. Good for him. Obviously, we're going to see some significant stuff from Joe Hendry.
Yeah.
I get kind of like this might sound confusing, but I get kind of like an LA Knight vibe with Joe Hendry, not from like a character or even like look standpoint. It's more just like this vibe that they have with the crowd, right?
Yeah.
Like they've got a really good hold on the audience, and the audience is all about them.
Yeah, that's true.
And I just hope that they don't screw up Joe Hendry's launch like they have with LA Knight, because like everybody's just wondering what's going on there, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't want to get off topic, but
No, we have to move on.
I hope that they get it right with Joe, because there's a lot of potential there.
I do have one. Do you know when he was signed to NXT?
Joe?
Yeah.
It was like 2 months ago.
Oh, okay. Because I wasn't sure. They introduced him as NXT's Joe Hendry, and I'm like,
Yeah.
he's obviously coming main roster.
Yeah.
Like that's going to come quick, I think. But I just
Yeah.
wasn't sure. I wasn't sure because he was TNA before, I think.
I
right?
think I mean, if anything, he's just lending some shine to NXT while they try and figure out what to do with him.
Yeah, the crowd's already sold on him, so.
Big time.
Ooh, we have a little flashing light show. You want to fix that?
Oh, yeah. Look at that. It's pretty cool, though, right?
Yeah. Little Christmas spirit for you guys.
That's neat. Yeah.
New
Very
Year's.
festive.
Next we had Charlotte Flair versus Lash Legend. Lash Legend is a giant.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, quite a tall and just broad lady.
Like Charlotte Flair's no slouch in the ring, but like Lash Legend is, towering over her. So
I gotta say though, that like this is a pretty significant match again for Lash Legend, right? Like she's out of the gate with some pretty big deal stuff.
sure,
So
yeah.
I mean, good stuff for her.
Yeah. Alexa Bliss and Nia Jax were there, and that caused some chaos ringside and led to Charlotte Flair getting the win on this, which I don't think is surprising. Like in this case, I think, Charlotte Flair definitely winning this, but like you said, just Lash Legend in this match with Charlotte Flair, that's huge. Being partnered up with Nia Jax, that's huge. Like she's her situation is prime for success right now. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Did you have anything else to say about that, or shall we move on?
I mean, I'm happy to see Charlotte and Alexa come on top there. I mean, I know it wasn't a tag match, but like they're a team. I'm happy to see them sticking it out. I really I'm hoping that this prediction of them in a tag title picture towards Mania with Rio.
Yeah.
I hope that happens.
Yeah. Well, I think in contrast to the Miz Joe Hendry thing, like the Miz can stand to lose that match, whereas like Charlotte and Flair have to continue upward.
Yeah.
So.
You say Charlotte and Flair?
What is that? What I said?
Yeah.
Oh, Alexa. Poor Alexa. My Halloween costume.
That's right. You got to show some love.
I'm sorry. All right. Ilya Dragunov versus Carmelo Hayes for the U.S. Championship. Big one, folks.
This was big, yeah. And I was a little tired when we were watching this, so I didn't really have the gumption in me to do a video for it, but I wanted to because I was excited.
I remember you were on the couch and you're like, if I wasn't so tired, I would do a video for TikTok.
Yeah, here's another one of these guys that has turned me around, right? Because initially I did not think much of Carmelo at all.
Yeah.
I mean, I am your typical WWE fan. I buy into the character. What they're selling is what I'm taking them for. And Carmelo's character rubbed me the wrong way when he came out. I didn't love it. And it took him a year to win me over, but I mean, you watch enough of this guy's matches and it's hard not to like him. He's not a huge dude, but he's not small by any means. He holds his own well against some of the bigger guys. And he's had some wicked matches. Like his matches with Andrade were amazing.
Yeah.
Some good tag team work with The Miz, and then 2 just fire matches with Ilya Dragunov. And in this case, him coming up on top to take the U.S. title. I was pretty happy for it. I was happy and new.
Yeah, and new. And Ilya Dragunov still, even losing this match, still standing out. I mean, he's doing a great job as well.
I like his character, he's got a lot of integrity, it seems, and just a hell of a wrestler. I like him. I like him a lot.
Yeah, cool.
These are the kind of guys that make me wish that we had 15 mid-card belts. Give them all a belt.
Give them all a belt.
Great.
Yeah, Carmelo Hayes, I feel like I think I've been impressed with his wrestling quite a lot. I didn't like his character, but I mean, he was supposed to be not likable. That was his character. So, he kind of did his job, but I'm coming around as well. So,
yeah.
Next, we had Julia and Kiana James versus Chelsea Green and Alba Fire. Heel versus heel.
Yeah, I mean, Chelsea's, heel.
The crowd still loves her.
Chelsea.
They loved her in this match. They always love her.
Yeah, she's great. And, whenever it's a match that is kind of a throwaway where, there's not much on the line, she's going to lose.
Yeah.
I mean, that's where she's able to add a lot of the comedy. A lot of her comedy comes from the losses. Some from the wins.
Yeah.
But, because she is a bit of a heel, she's going to lose a lot of matches.
And she said in interviews she doesn't mind that. She does not care. If it gets her on the show every week, she'll lose every match.
That's it. And if they're matches that don't matter, then who cares, right? It's just good character building stuff. She wins the ones that matter, like when she gets a belt. Yeah. So, it's great. I'm still just all about Chelsea.
Julia, not a ton of momentum. You know what I will say? So, first of all, just on that Julia note, they built Julia up to be this big thing, and I just feel like there's nothing there, in my opinion. But
not much.
No. Kiana James, though, who I don't like from a character standpoint, I find her very annoying. I felt like in this match, her wrestling was really good. I thought impressive compared to what I've seen before.
Yeah, I mean, saw her a little more in action. I think the last match we saw her in was like 9 seconds or something like that.
True.
So definitely seeing more action from her, and that's cool. And I mean, for those thinking, well, she wrestled plenty in NXT or something. We don't see that.
We don't have time.
I think that they're a very odd pairing.
Yeah.
Kiana and Julia.
Yeah.
But there's definitely, something to that character, Kiana James. Julia, I agree with you. I think it's just sort of falling flat. I don't think it's going to go anywhere. I think if either of the two emerge, it's going to be Kiana James.
Yeah, which is funny because it is the opposite of what they seem to be pushing, Like Kiana James was just supposed to be the lackey, Julia the star of the duo. And I agree with you. I don't think that that's what is coming out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because Kiana's got that attitude and people want to see that get beaten up. So they're happier to see her in the ring.
She has a little bit of what Tiffy was like.
Yep, big time. I know exactly what you're talking about. That kind of like
Tiffy's not as much like that anymore.
Almost
She's
like a
little more
Clueless
face, but
like Alicia Silverstone and Clueless.
Yeah.
Dated myself a little there, folks.
Everyone loves Clueless.
So yeah, hopefully you get that reference.
Julia pinned Chelsea Green and,
blah,
blah, blah, blah. Next, we had Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre segment. So this was all supposed to, be Drew McIntyre's apology to the rep, which he didn't really do.
I mean, technically he did, but then apologized for a bunch of other things that he was able to spin as being terrible insults and basically goaded Cody to make his way out to the ring.
Yeah. Yeah, and the whole thing was like, if Cody laid one finger on him, Nick Aldis said that about 47,000 times.
Yeah.
If you lay one finger on him, we're going to strip you of your title. So Cody did hold back in the end, though. He restrained himself.
Yeah, I mean, after a whole bunch of insults about his family and stuff like that, Cody sort of made his way towards Drew as if he was going to get aggressive, but then Drew just claymored him in the face to sort of put a stop to any idea.
Yeah.
But yeah, it wasn't a great moment for Cody. And usually these moments where, whoever's kind of getting the better of the other on the way to the big match, it's the underdog that's going to win the match kind of thing. But in this case, I'm pretty sure Drew's taking that title.
Yeah, you've been saying you think Cody's going to lose it soon because he's got to have a mountain to climb again. So
yeah. Well, and I mean, you can only have Drew lose so much. I think.
Well, we've said that for a long time.
yeah. Who knows?
Nah.
Yeah, I mean, he could lose for 3 years straight. Who knows? But no, the thing about Cody is he's going to be, a multi-time champion, and you can't be a multi-time champion if you don't lose the belt.
Yeah.
So, they got to put Cody in those kind of climbing scenarios every once in a while, and the audience needs something fresh. So
yeah, he can't be a hero without the right story,
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure Drew's gonna get the better of him when that match comes around.
Yeah, well, that was it for Friday Night SmackDown.
Yeah, it was decent.
Yeah.
Was that a pre-recorded? I think it was.
Yeah, that one I believe was. Yeah, the Raw before Christmas and the SmackDown after Christmas were pre-recorded. You had pointed out.
Yeah, I mean, it's not their finest work, but certainly not terrible.
No. SmackDown, it was pretty good. It was pretty good. Monday Night Raw, we will roll into. That was December 29th, 2025. We opened that show with The Vision. Paul Heyman officially introducing Austin Theory as a new member.
Yeah, and again, I'm sticking to my theory. My theory.
Your theory. Theory.
Yeah. Just keep saying it. Yeah, my theory is that he is a plant for Seth Rollins, the ultimate genius in all of this.
I think that's completely
side note
plausible.
About Seth Rollins. We just watched like a top 25 moments of 25.
WWE's YouTube. Check
Seth
that out.
Rollins was 2 of the top 10 moments. Like, this guy's just a savage, and I really do buy into this visionary character. I feel like he does have that, like, I'm 2 steps ahead of you kind of mentality. And while Braun Breaker did obviously get the better of him and spearing him and Seth not seeing that coming, I don't think Seth's going to let that happen again. I'm pretty sure Austin Theory is his mole.
I totally agree. I think this will be one of those moments, like the throwing down of the crutches. It'll be the big surprise moment. All along, Austin Theory has been working for Seth Rollins. I think that makes total sense. I'm going to be disappointed if that doesn't happen.
Yeah, I hope that WWE catches wind of this phenomenal podcast that we do, and you just kind of take my idea and run with it. Yes. And not just that, but the many other ideas that I and we have had along the way, and maybe you want to add us to your writing staff.
Yeah, Kier is available for writing jobs.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Get some ideas,
Yeah. CM Punk, he comes out, confronts the group, does a little stare down.
It was pretty good. Breaker. This was like one-on-one promo between Punk and Breaker, and it was good. I mean, Breaker is getting way more time on the mic, and he is showing he's got some skill. But Punk, every time given the opportunity, shows why the crowd chants his name.
For sure.
This guy owns the promo. He is literally king of the promo. I mean, that line where he's like, the only problem is that only one of us is CM Punk.
Yeah.
Like, I was just like, what do you even say to that? Like, he's like, you're
great.
bigger, you're badder, you're faster, you're stronger, all of this, but I'm CM Punk. So,
and he has to have that. He has to have that promo strength because Braun Breaker is look at his spear. I mean, he's insane. And he has that strength and that agility, and CM Punk needs to have that quick wit and the great promos to have the edge.
Yeah, promo doesn't help you much in the match.
No, it doesn't. But I'm talking more in the grand scheme of being successful throughout WWE.
Oh yeah, I mean, definitely. And that is what he's made his legendary status on is the promo. But
I mean, if we're going to get into the semantics of who can fight who in a real fight.
That's where everything comes apart, right? But, yeah, the train's off the track. Where is what is his name? Braun Strowman?
Yeah, yeah. Or Brock Lesnar's just killing everyone.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So it is what it is.
But I thought this was great. Good two-way promo there. The match, obviously, a little bit silly in thinking that CM Punk could really take on Breaker, but
yeah,
CM Punk's got a gas tank on him. I will say he can go for a guy his age. He can wrestle for 45 minutes and, not even a lot of the younger guys can do that and make it a good match. So
yeah,
it will be a good match. I'm going to save the rest of what we think might happen for the social.
Okay.
For that match.
Next, we had the Women's World Championship Triple Threat match. Stephanie Vicaire versus Nikki Bella versus Raquel Rodriguez. I will say, so the beginning of this match, Raquel Rodriguez really owned the show because she's a powerhouse. She's a big gal.
Yeah. That tends to be happening in a lot of her matches.
Yeah.
Wrestling some of the smaller girls, she can kind of put on a show with her strength.
I didn't think she was winning this by any means, but I just think that, and that is telling to that because she's, so far ahead for the first little bit of the match. And you're like, well, she's going to fall here. But
yeah, when it's that, that one-sided for a long time, it doesn't lend itself to, to that person getting the victory.
Yeah.
But I will say that I had a little bit of a thought that potentially she could win the title. I didn't think Nikki Bella had a shot in hell. We don't know what they're doing with her.
I think they're still waiting to see. There's not a lot of excitement for Nikki Bella right now.
No.
In fact, she came out and you were like, there's no pop.
Nothing. There's no heat. There's no pop. There's nothing. The care, she's got tons of pop, right?
Yeah.
Like people are loving her. And, she probably is more popular than Raquel. But what I thought was that like Raquel, she could potentially win this match because that would create a neat potential feud between her and Liv. Like if Liv turned on her and wanted to go for the belt.
Yeah.
I thought that could be a potentially cool storyline. With, the thing happening in Roxanne's match last week, I was like, well, maybe, right?
Mhm.
Maybe they're going to go on that angle.
I see that. Yeah.
Did not go that way.
No.
Raquel did most of the work and Stephanie takes the win.
Yeah, she took the win. I will say to your point, you said Stephanie Vicaire popular with the crowd. I think she's building, like she could be like Rhea Ripley status. She's got a lot of pull with the crowd. They love her.
She's too subdued from a character standpoint, in my opinion.
Well, that's, I think, language barrier.
Just to become a Rhea level character, though, right? Yeah. Like if you're going to be that, then you need to have that kind of boastful
get
thing.
working on your English skills, girl, because I think you have it.
It could happen.
Yeah.
And there's enough, initial crowd interest for, that potential to be there. But to be a Rhea, you really have to have that sort of extroverted character. And I think that Stephanie just seems very composed.
Only time will tell, but I do kind of feel like the only reason that is because I don't find her super introverted. I just think that she doesn't speak as much because of the language barrier.
Yeah. That's a good point as well, but we've seen Io find her way around that to a degree.
Yeah.
Right. So, time will tell. She's
We'll
still
see.
Pretty new. I keep seeing a lot of stuff referencing her time in NXT this year, which, keeps reminding me like she's only been on the main roster for like 6 months.
Yeah.
You forget because she's the champ.
I think and because we noticed that she came in very popular. Like she was already extremely popular.
I think her third match was a title match or something like that. Yeah. So didn't take her long.
So she retains in that triple threat. And next we had Kabuki Warriors promo. So, okay. First of all, I have to say Asuka is a wild character to me.
That's the nicest way to put that.
She is nuts. and so odd. And then really funny at times just because it's so odd. Like at one point she's like, bad little babies or something like that. You're all babies.
Yeah.
Just dying. I'm like, this is ridiculous. What are we watching?
For me, there's not much of anything there. I mean, and I know that's so controversial. You know, the majority of today's WWE fans think that she's like a legend almost, right? Like, I mean, they love her. There's so much love for her, and I'm just trying to find it every week. I don't think she's as good as people say she is in the ring. I think Io Sky is miles ahead of her. I think people like Tiffy, Lyra Valkyria, I mean, frick, Maxine Dupree's been more entertaining in the ring. Asuka seems slow in a lot of her in-ring motion to me. Her character is just beyond aggravating.
Yeah.
And it's not the language thing. That's not it at all, because that can be endearing like it is with Io. And even Kyrie, it doesn't bug me the same way.
And she does odd things.
She's a very odd individual. And just, she's very aggressive. And again, I buy into the character, and for me, I am just nowhere near a fan of Asuka.
I'll say, if I'm taking anything from it, I agree with you. As a wrestler, as a whole, character wrestling as a whole, I'm not into it. Asuka's not for me. I am getting some entertainment out of some of her promos because they're just ridiculous, and I'm gonna take that as my silver lining of her being there.
Like, you almost start to wonder if there's something wrong, though. Like why can't she stand still? Like, she'd never pass a field sobriety test. It's just like,
she's like Captain
literally.
Jack Sparrow.
Right? This is it.
Yeah.
Perpetual wobbliness.
Yeah.
Like, it's just it's something else.
Rhea Ripley and Io Sky interrupted. Big brawl. They kind of chased him out of the ring and then fought, and then they stood tall in the end.
Yeah, I mean, really pushing this back thing for Io Sky.
Yeah.
I mean, it was one elbow to the back, and like, they are professional wrestlers. They get hit with 100 moves in a match, and we're supposed to buy that this one move she took is like just incapacitated her.
Oh, the back.
I mean, come on.
Yeah, she's fine. She's fine. Also, like, Io Sky just like constantly jumping off of everything. We just watched her in the top 25.
Jump with the garbage can.
With the garbage can over top of her. A vintage move,
Yeah, but an elbow to the back, and she's out for
done.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Okay. Enough of that. Next, we had
Moving on.
R-Truth versus Gunther. R-Truth went backstage with Gunther and had a little standoff. So they announced a match. It was a threat, and Gunther accepted. R-Truth starting out strong. Gunther takes control. I mean, I don't know. This is just building Gunther's heel status, I guess. I feel like they use R-Truth for that a lot. Like, when they want a heel to seem mean, they beat up R-Truth.
Well, that'll do it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. People love him.
Like, that's kind of what he's used for, is just to make people into heels.
Yeah, well, and he's another one that's like north of 50. So, like, Gunther's just all about beating up the old guys too, right?
Really? Yeah, he is.
Just kicking the shit out of all these old guys.
He's just making all the old people retire. He's like a, bad employment standards call.
Yeah, for sure. Terrible workplace.
Yeah. Gunther got a tap out with a sleeper hold. Won that.
Shocker.
Yeah. Not shocking at all.
How do you have anybody beat Gunther for like the next 2 years?
Yeah, I don't know.
Right? Because everybody's just going to be like, well, that's not right.
Yeah.
He beat Cena.
Yeah. Yeah, that it will be the trick.
They showed that Jey Uso.
I'm telling you, though, watch it again. Sorry. Cena gives the look. He didn't even really tap out because I don't know. That whole thing is weird. I can't get into it again. What were you saying?
Yeah. I was just referencing because in that top 25, they show that Jey Uso match with Gunther where he makes Gunther tap.
Right. Yeah. People are still saying you tapped out to him.
And I mean, even that though, why did you have to remind me of that? I mean, Jey Uso beat the guy that just made John Cena tap out. Give me a break.
It's ridiculous.
Come on.
Yeah. No, doesn't make sense.
Ugh.
I maintain John Cena kind of just chose to tap out. He didn't really need to.
Yeah, well, obviously.
Next, Rey Mysterio versus Austin Theory. So Logan Paul interfered in this match, caused a disqualification. And then there's a oh jeez, post-match attack.
Post-match attack.
Post-match attack.
You got overexcited.
I got excited. I got too excited. Of a post-match attack.
It was great.
Post-match attack. That leads to surprise return from the injured Penta.
Yeah, big pop for Penta.
Recently injured Penta. And he's back from that. Who was he fighting? Jacob Fatu is who was fighting in that.
No, Solo.
Solo Sikoa, sorry. In the qualifier match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's who it was.
Yeah. No, I think you're right now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah. And he got injured there. They had to stop that match. So he's been out since then and he's back now.
Well, the crowd seemed happy about that.
Yeah.
I could care less.
Helped out a fellow luchador, Rey Mysterio.
Seemed a little disjointed and like another enemy for the Vision. Like, we don't need this. But I do want to say, like, Rey, it looked like he was going to win this match. That's why Logan interfered. Like, he was getting the better of Austin Theory. I like that.
Yeah.
You know, you're positioning Austin Theory to be this newly returned badass, and you still have the Hall of Famer giving him a beatdown.
Rey Mysterio is still tough as nails. Got a lot of moves. There was like one match, I can't remember when it was recently, you and I were watching. It was at, I don't know, it was in the last we were off anyway. I said like there was something Rey Mysterio did, and I was like, oh, he's looking a little slow. And then the next 15 seconds was him just doing a ton of crazy moves, and we were like, oh, never mind, he's fine.
Yeah, I mean, he's still got it for sure.
Yeah,
he might be a little slower, but he's still faster than
he could do some crazy
98% of the rest of the locker room.
He's amazing.
Yep.
Next, Maxine Dupree and Becky Lynch promo. Maxine Dupree is doing great in everything lately.
Yeah, this was a strong promo for her. I mean, if we're being honest, Becky chewed her up at the end. Like, Becky owned this, but Becky's really, really killing the promos these days. We've been talking about Becky's just killing this.
I don't have to say that.
Heel thing. She's awesome.
Sports Illustrated said it. I don't have to say it.
That's right. Bleacher Report.
Yeah, Bleacher Report says it. She obviously she did an amazing job at the end. You and I we were watching the recap before doing this, and WWE's recap. I was just like, good job back at the end. Like, she did a great job. But I just think Maxine Dupree has had such a good improvement.
I mean, there's no denying that. But, you know, Becky's promo was right on point where she's like, you know, 4 weeks in a dungeon isn't going to be enough to compete with the lifetime of dedication I put into this. You know, like, and I just thought, wow, I really hope you win because that promo was great.
Yeah.
You know, and as much as I do think that the IC title is more of a Maxine Dupree level thing, like I feel like Becky's above it. She doesn't need to be in that.
Yeah.
I do want to see her win again because this promo work is so strong. Like, I don't want to see her leave with Maxine getting the better of her.
Yeah.
I think she's done some good stuff for Maxine right now. I think maybe what I'd like to see is maybe Natty come back to avenge Maxine and she gets the title.
Yeah.
Like, because I could see Becky putting over Natty to give her something like maybe as like a swan song, Natty's last year or something,
a good prediction, yeah.
And then Becky go on to a bigger title picture. But anyways, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see. We will see. And we will find out who will take the Intercontinental Championship next week. World Tag Team Championship. This was the main event of SmackDown. AJ Styles and Dragon Lee versus the Usos.
Yeah, I'm bummed that they never decided to run with the tag team name AJ Lee.
Yeah. Yeah, they should have just taken it. It would have been very confusing.
It's just too perfect. But anyways, couple things I want to say about this. First of all, Jay's back where he belongs.
Yeah.
It is
for sure. It was too long on the solo run.
I can eat this up. Jay's pretty lucky to have had the solo run that he's had for the last couple of years, because honestly, I don't think there was enough there for anyone else to have that kind of success in that solo run, like from an in-ring ability standpoint. And I mean, especially considering they had already seen it for 12 years at that point, but anyways, it's good to see the Usos doing their thing in the tag division. I feel like that's where he needs to stay.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, and I think that's any disappointments we may have with Jey Uso as a wrestler are hidden well in a tag team environment.
Well, and I like Jimmy. I like him more than Jay.
Me
I
too.
always did.
Yeah.
And for me, it kind of bugged me that Jay was getting all this shine while Jimmy kind of took the back seat. Now I feel like Jimmy is going to get to soak up some of the fame from Jay and get to enjoy some of that. And I just like that.
Humor than Jey Uso. Better humor and I think a little more personality, but
I think he's a better wrestler.
Yeah.
I like his size better. Like, I don't know, everything about him just way better. And mic work just miles ahead.
Yeah. Well, they won this. This was their 9th tag team championship.
9 times. Pretty cool. I mean, good for them. Congrats, Usos. I like it.
Yeah. And that was SmackDown.
All right.
Yeah.
So I guess that takes us into our first segment.
Oh, yes, it does.
Let's do it. Top of the pop.
Top of the pop.
There it is. Like it. Oh,
Yeah.
good little pop on
I know.
pop.
I need to incorporate that a little bit more.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
Why not make pop a little more poppy?
Pop, pop, pop.
Okay.
Let's move on.
All right. So for me, I'm a little torn between two.
Okay.
I'm going to let you decide. Okay. I mean, unless you have a third option, but I'm going to let you be the tiebreaker.
I know who your two are, so you go.
I'm feeling this week, Penta had a real good pop when his music hit there for him to come out and save Ray.
A big return always gets a good pop.
I mean, listen, honorable mention CM Punk, because like when his music pops and he comes out and interrupts Austin Theory, that's definitely a big pop. I mean, you could say that every week. It's the same damn thing.
It was a big pop though, but yes.
So I mean, well, you can decide between the three. So those two, or I also want to say Rhea Ripley, or actually what it was Rio, when Rhea's music hit to interrupt the Kabuki Warriors.
Yeah, I'm going to go Penta because I feel like that was people were excited to have him back.
All right.
People like Penta a lot. I think all three, though, the three you picked are definitely biggest pops altogether of the week. But I think Penta had a good little.
All right, Penta. Congratulations, sir.
Anyway.
I know.
Penta, congrats.
All right, moving on.
Next segment.
Hottest of the heat.
Hottest of the heat.
Ooh.
Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, so hottest of the heat. Hottest of the heat. We have the Vision.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of where I'm leaning.
Yeah. Becky Lynch getting some good heat too.
Yeah, I mean Beck definitely gets some heat, but I feel like, Heyman had to like stop a couple of times because of the heat.
Yeah.
So
I'm with you.
I'm saying it's him. Looking back over this, I feel like nobody else really had the same kind of.
You're right. I'm with you. Let's go Vision.
Yeah.
Paul Heyman specifically.
Yeah, I'll give it to Paul.
Yeah, let's give
Atta
Paul
boy.
Heyman a win.
Hall of Famer Paul Heyman.
Yeah, that's like a tongue twister.
There you go, sir. Congrats.
Hall of Famer Paul Heyman.
All right.
Good job. Good job. Good job to everyone involved.
Into our third and final segment.
Let's do it.
The social.
Social. That's what our son does when he gets a can. He's a big singer, our boy. Okay.
I feel like at some point we have to stop praising ourselves immediately after our performance, but I don't know when that sometime will be.
I tried to do something a little different this time. But
we're so good. Oh my God.
I don't know. We just roll with it.
All right, hit me with the news.
All right, the social. Okay, so this one we had talked about on the last episode a little bit. Mick Foley. He didn't want to be affiliated with WWE anymore because of their relationship with Donald Trump, and just so much going on with Trump in that. So we just commented on that last week. Now you had showed me, I think you showed me the Mick Foley posted a video, because there was false news reports saying that he was like angry at WWE because they were still using his footage and still kind of promoting past matches of his and stuff. And he was like, he posted a video. He's like, that's ridiculous. Like, first of all, they own that footage. I'm totally fine with people seeing it. I'm proud of everything I did with WWE. I just don't want to continue that relationship right now.
Yeah, he's like, I want to be seen.
Yeah.
He's like, I want you to watch those things.
Yeah.
I just don't want to be affiliated with them anymore.
Yeah. So he was asking the fake news site to retract their statement because it is not true. He's not angry with WWE. He's not furious that he's not angry with WWE for continuing to use his footage, I guess is the better thing to say. There are some things he's displeased with, and he will continue to make appearances, go to conventions, just not under the umbrella of WWE.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was a little update on that drama.
Yep.
Next. Dominic Mysterio, our poor little Dom, is injured.
Yeah. You want to know my genuine thought when I heard this was like, oh no, he's not strong enough to heal fast. And I feel bad for that. And then I thought, great. And then I thought, oh, I wonder if he'll like come back like really strong because like his rehab, he'll be like working out and stuff. Like maybe he'll come back bigger and better than ever.
The whole thing is an excuse so he can hit the gym a little bit harder.
It's like, no, he's not strong enough.
Yeah, that really throws a wrench into your whole Dom Liv, Bonnie and Clyde sitch.
Yeah.
She's got to hold down the Judgment Day till he gets back.
I mean, I'm sure he's happy about it. It means he can't lose the title.
Yeah. Well, maybe they'll make him give it up. Yeah. Because right now he holds the Intercontinental and the AAA Mega Championship. So this injury occurred at AAA. He could barely use his arm after the match. Medical evaluation is ongoing, and surgery is a concern. If he has to have a surgery, he could be off for months and months. So,
that's not good.
Yeah. And I'm very concerned for Liv's story. I really was like, okay, like Liv's been off. Now she's back. We're going to get some good Liv and Dom. And you and I were like, oh, maybe they'll leave Judgment Day and start their own little thing. And
it's not happening
none
now.
of that's happening now. So Bummed.
Time will tell. I mean, Liv, as we know, is strong enough to take any storyline and make it work. So hopefully they can just focus on this drama that's happening with Roxanne and Raquel.
For sure. There's still a lot of meat there to play with. There's still storyline that they can use. I was just excited for the Liv and Dom stuff, and that's not going to happen now. Next, Bianca Belair. I threw this in here because you were saying the other day, you're like, what's happening with Bianca Belair? We haven't seen her since WrestleMania. Where is she? What's going on? She has a knuckle joint injury.
I heard this, yeah.
Yeah. So, but that being said, there is a Netflix promo that just came out. It's called Your Future is on Its Way. If you haven't seen it, you can go on YouTube and look it up. Netflix, during this, it's kind of this whole scene going on, but then Liv and Bianca Belair pop up to this girl on a bus. I think it's all to do with this Stranger Things theme that's going on. All these Netflix things melding together. We'll talk a little bit more about that in a minute.
There is a merging of Stranger Things and WWE Raw specifically.
Yeah. So that's on Monday Night Raw for the for the Netflix anniversary. There's not a lot released. We're going to put out another episode of our predictions for these shows upcoming. And I tried to look up like what that really means. And it's like a theme of the show is going to be Stranger Things, and there's going to be some crossover, which likely means appearances by people from Stranger Things, but it's kind of confusing. It doesn't really explain what it means. Yeah.
Well, we're going to find out.
But all this to say, Bianca Belair was in the promo, suggesting that she likely will be returning soon.
That's good. I think she's a viable opponent for Jade.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, really.
Sure she is, yeah. I would think she would come back. That would be
that's the
story for her to come back to.
Jade's just knocking everybody out until she comes over.
Yeah, right? We need that person to come in, right? Because she's kind of dominating everybody. So that Netflix teaser ends with January 2026. It says January 2026. Your future is on its way. So maybe that's a hint that Bianca Belair will be back in January.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
At the Stranger Things thing. Maybe. I don't know.
Very cool.
Next and last on the social. This was something you were thinking was pretty cool or interesting anyway.
Absolutely.
Chris Jericho could possibly be returning to WWE and possibly very soon.
Yes, right now the talk is Jericho.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's
December 31st, tomorrow, his AEW contract's up.
Yeah, I mean this dude's 55 years old. So I mean this is if the window is still open, it's very very close to being closed.
Better make it on January 5th.
Yeah. So, but what we've been reading prior to any of these rumors, really, what we're seeing is that there's a definite enhancement to his physical physique.
Yeah.
He has lost a bunch of weight. He's looking pretty shredded, far more than he has for the last bunch of years. If you've seen him over in AEW in the last few years, he's looked like he's let himself go a little bit. I mean, not really, but by comparison to what he used to be, and what he was looking like now.
Yeah.
So that lends itself to the idea that there'd be a reason for it. So I love it. I think it would be great. I think bring him back and throw him in a feud against CM Punk. Why not? Let's see what we can do with this. A couple guys kind of in their twilight. Let's have some fun.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it'll be very exciting. And they kind of said like a lot of the speculation online is that definitely by Royal Rumble he'll be back, but a lot of people thinking it'll be the Netflix thing on Monday. I don't know if that's too soon, but
well, I think if he does, if CM Punk does retain the title, I think there's a good chance that the show will end with Jericho confronting Punk, just kind of establishing himself as a contender.
Yeah, it fits the story.
Yeah.
He was asked about all this speculation, and his answer was, "You never know."
You never know.
So we'll see.
True enough.
Well, that's it.
That's it.
That's it.
Flew by tonight.
Yep. Yep. We're going to be posting another, in fact, if you're watching this, it's probably already up, but a predictions episode as well, a quick little predictions episode for this Friday night SmackDown and for Monday's Netflix anniversary Raw Stranger Things matchup. We'll post our match predictions for that in a separate episode, so tune into that.
Fantastic.
Yeah, and if you want to check us out on our social media, you can find us at Poppin' Heat. That's at POPNHEAT on TikTok, Instagram. I was going to say Netflix. We're not on Netflix yet.
No.
TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, X, and anything else. Just search at Poppin' Heat.
Yeah, basically anywhere you can find yourself getting into that doom
I think I got them all,
right?
but
you can listen to this and all of our other episodes on Apple Music, Spotify, Amazon Music, and Audible. You can watch the video versions right here on YouTube.
Right here. That's right. Thanks so much for tuning in, guys. And tune in to our predictions episode as well.
Yeah. Well, we'll see you again soon.
Have a good one.
Bye-bye.
Bye.